Detroit picked up its first divisional win on the road after a roller coaster matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. Detroit moves into the top spot in the NFC North as the Titans make their way to the Motor City for Week 8. Let's get you ready for it right here on Inside the Pride.
Let's go. Yeah. I can't quit.
This is Inside the Pride presented by Whisker, maker of the Little Robot. I'm Dannie Rogers. Detroit moves to 5-1 on the season behind an offense powered by Jared Goff. In his last 4 games, Goff has completed 80% of his passes and posted a QB rating of at least 140. He's the only quarterback since the NFL merger to put up those kinds of numbers. Let's rewatch the masterclass in Minnesota.
Week 7 of the National Football League, and the Lions are on the road and ready for a big game. Here we are, back playing for first place in the NFC North, and there's no place you'd rather be, because if you weren't here, you'd wish you were. So let's do this. Darnold takes, gives to Aaron Jones, busted outside, there he goes, big hole, 20, 15, 10-5, end zone, touchdown Vikings. So the Lions back on their heels early in this one. 57-yard field goal attempt for the rookie out of Alabama. Spot down kick on the way. It is up and it is good. Vikings show blitz. Jerry, quick throw left side, got it complete. That is caught by Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra gets the first down as he barrels across the 40 and out to the 42-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs, right side, try to get the edge, cuts it to the 40, 35, shakes the man there, there he goes, count it down, 10-5, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions, just dancing his way to the end zone, shaking the Vikings along the way. Darnold's got the football and looking, pressure comes, throws, it is knocked away, Brian Branch, terrific play defensively that time. Goff sends J-Mo in motion to the right side. Quick drop, quick throw, got to complete. Amon-Ra down to the 40, shakes a man there, down to the 35, and he's taken down at the 34-yard line. Offense picking up some pace. Goff takes back, looking, steps to his right, throws wide open downfield. It is caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions. 14 to the house, and the Lions have got the lead. Darnold ducks in behind center, takes the snap, turns, wants to throw, deep in the pocket, now he throws, it is picked up, Brian Branch intercepted it, Branch said not on my watch. J-Mo in motion right, single back Gibbs, Goff fakes to him, Goff sets in the pocket, looks down, throws to Gibbs, got him at the 40, Gibbs 45, Gibbs 50, runs through a tackle there and down to the 45-yard line of Minnesota. Goff wants to throw, does over the middle, it is caught inside the 15-yard line, terrific grab, he had to go low, that's Sam Laporta. Goff. Long look at that defense. Now he takes the snap, hands it to Gibbs, straight up the gut, to the house, touchdown Detroit Lions. What a turnaround in this football game. Minnesota jumped up 10-0. This place was going nuts. Right now, it's the Lions going nuts. A really nice first half for Detroit. Now you got 30 minutes to finish this thing, and you've got a lot of work left in front of you. Darnold's got it, back to throw. Darnold looking, throwing deep left side. It is Jefferson. Touchdown. So the Vikings come out and make a statement to start the third quarter. Goff wants to throw, looking, throws it, got it complete to Montgomery. Had to rearrange and make the catch. What a grab by Montgomery. Takes the shotgun snap, back, looking, Goff throwing, caught. Inside the 15, inside the 10, to the end zone. Touchdown Detroit Lions. Khalif Raymond. What an answer by Detroit. Darnold takes the direct snap, fakes the give, sets the pocket. Pascal chasing him. Pascal's got him. He's going down. Sack back at the 30-yard line. Josh Pascal got him. Lions defense has held the Vikings out of the end zone on consecutive possessions. They have gotten field goals, but it certainly limits the damage and keeps the Lions in front.
Good football game.
Yep, really good. We thought it would be. Goff takes the snap, turns, gives it to Montgomery. Montgomery over the left side. Lost the football and is picked up by Minnesota with a flag down. Running up the right sideline is paced to the end zone for the go-ahead score. So that is where Jared Goff and the offense will take over. They are a field goal away from taking the lead. Goff takes, fakes the give, wants to throw, does, right flat, got to complete to Jameer. Jameer 50, 45, down to the 40, and runs out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They are certainly in field goal range now. Lions looking to take the lead with Jake Bates on for a field goal attempt. There's the snap, there's the spot, kick away, it is up, and it is good! Jake Bates sends it through! Your Detroit Lions are in first place!
All right, man, Mr. Bates! Where's Bates at? Get up here, Bates! Give the man his ball! Give the man his ball! Hey, listen, man, to say that I'm proud of you would be the massive understatement. My God, man, you guys didn't bat an eye. I love this freaking team. I love the coaches. I love the players. I love everything about it, man. We are so freaking hardened. Even when it doesn't go the way we want it to, man, you find a way. That is an outstanding win. We are 1-0 in the division. Gentlemen, that's one. Break it down.
Hey, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Hey, big boy win there. Division win on the road. Keep it going. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Detroit heads home for the first time in almost a month to host the 1-5 Tennessee Titans. Head coach Dan Campbell previews that matchup, plus the undrafted rookie defensive end Isaac Ukwu joins me in the studio next. We'll be right back.
Inside the Pride is presented by Whisker and brought to you by the Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford Health, and by Meyer.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride. This week, I'm joined by defensive end Isaac Ukwu, and Detroit said, hey, undrafted rookie, we're going to welcome you to the NFL at Dallas. Your head coach, Dan Campbell, is very honest. He said it looked like Ukwu's first game at Dallas, which is a fact. So where did you grow the most from game 1 to game 2, where you started at Minnesota?
I would say it's just getting the nerves out was the biggest thing, because at the end of the day, it is football. So, and we all came here to play football. That's what we're supposed to do. My head was in a million places against Dallas, having to go in like that. But I feel like I was able to calm it down this game and read my keys a lot better.
You had to step in for an injured Aiden Hutchinson, who went down at Dallas. He was making his case for Defensive Player of the Year. So for you to come in, not try to replace him, you know, try to pick up the load. How do you not let the moments get too big for you?
You just got to remember who you are. Just be you. It's easy to get trapped into, oh, I got to replace this. I got to try and do as much as this. But at the end of the day, you're you. He's him. And he was a great player, and I'm not Aiden Hutchinson. Instead of trying to replace someone, it's just not let people down and not let my teammates down. Just know that they can trust me being in a position, being where I'm supposed to be.
Did that mindset come naturally, or did someone have to talk you into it?
It was a little bit of both. It's easy to say it, but still the thought kind of rams in your head a little bit. Like I said, my teammates, the whole D-line crew, Coach T, Coach Cam, like they just harped on the fact that just be yourself. Just go out there and play and have fun, and you'll do great.
You talk about the external motivation of your teammates and the older vets in that room not wanting to let them down. What about your internal motivation? What is motivating you right now within yourself?
I'm just very competitive, honestly. I just want to be the best at everything that I do, whether it's playing video games, playing football, or whatever, even the talent show we did. And also just my religion, you know, God, he motivates me a lot. Just being able to showcase what's possible when you have God in your life. And I just think if I can glorify him in the way I play and showing what's possible when you have him on your side, then I think that's something that's really cool as well.
So many times, Dan Campbell talks about the 69-man roster.
Yeah.
It's not a 53-man roster. There are 69 people on this team, and everyone has a chance to contribute. When did you realize that that was true and that you would get to impact this team even from the practice squad?
Really, I realized it was true week 1 when Chris got elevated from the practice squad. The first week, I was like, oh, he really means it. Like, you're really gonna have to go in at some point. Because obviously when you first get cut, you're like, man, I wish I made the team, now I'm gonna be in practice squad. And you hear the stories of people who are on practice squad all year and never get a shot at different places. And that's another way that the Lions really changed my perspective on things. Like, as I said before, with the D-line room being so tight-knit, but then also with Coach Campbell and the staff really giving everyone an opportunity. If you go out there and practice and you ball out, they see it, and they really are gonna give you an opportunity.
You played really well back in preseason. You had a sack in each of the 3 preseason games. How do you stay on this trajectory of continuing to impact this team? Maybe it's from practice squad, maybe it's from the active roster soon.
Yeah, It's really just the little things, the details. That's what Coach Campbell really preaches, like keying in on the details and doing it every day and attacking every day and being intentional about it. This is gonna be the longest season I ever played in. It's easy to go through the motions and not really just go hill practice here, then watch film here, but not being intentional about everything you do, every rep.
You said you play football because it's fun. That's why you do it. What is the most fun part of what you're being able to do right now?
Winning. I think that's the most fun. And then also seeing other people do well as yourself. It's like the collective group doing well. Like guys who've worked so hard, guys who may have been undrafted or guys who may have been drafted. It don't matter, like really everybody coming together and winning. It's just so cool to see. I just think the camaraderie and then the winning part, it just makes it so fun.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride, now joined by head coach Dan Campbell. And let's get into Week 8. Tennessee Titans are coming to town. Some questions at quarterback. Mason Rudolph started for Will Levis last week. He's dealing with a shoulder injury. How are you approaching the QB questions this week?
Yeah, I think we're prepared for either one. I think they don't change a lot with either quarterback, honestly. There may be a little bit different with Levis, but not much. I think so. All in all, we're prepared for whoever they throw our way because we know ultimately we got to stop the run. That's the most important thing.
You said it right there. Running back Tony Pollard is a guy that you're really familiar with when he was a Cowboy. What tone does he set for that Titans offense?
Yeah, he's an explosive runner, explosive athlete, and we knew this last year. When you play this guy, he's dangerous in space. Like I kind of feel like he and Gibbs are very similar in that manner. But here they are running a draw with him, and I think this is some of the best stuff. The wide zone, but this where you give him space and lanes. He can go here, he can go here. And let him do the rest. Just lock up on your defender, and he's got the breakaway speed, quickness, shiftiness. He's outstanding out of the backfield as a receiver as well.
Defensively for the Titans, they're not a team that is going to turn a ton of teams over. Just 3 takeaways on the season, but you keep saying they're such a talented group, maybe one of the most talented you'll see all season. Why is that?
Well, you know what's interesting? That it's funny you say that because you look at their stats, they're really good at everything but takeaways. And if they get just 3 more takeaways, this unit is, you could argue they're probably a top 3 unit across the board. So that's the one area that they're lacking right now. And we cannot let them start that against us because they're really good against the run. They're explosive. You see them here. This is a run play. The tight end's supposed to come back and block Landry here, and he doesn't even have a chance. He does not even have a chance. I mean, this is happening so fast here, but that's the quickness and speed. And then when you start talking about Simmons inside and Sweat, you know, the rookie from Texas, I mean, it's a load in there. So Landry's an outstanding rusher, too. Quick first step. He can dip, rip, leverage, the whole thing. So we got our hands full now offensively.
Yeah, that's Harold Landry. Kenneth Murray, linebacker, is a former first-rounder. What kind of stress is he putting on offenses as he's about to have his most productive season yet in the NFL?
He's a good player, and we knew that last year getting ready for him in the Chargers. You know, he was a guy we had our eye on, but you can watch him here just bearing down on the runner. As a rusher, man, he is thick, hard-headed, can knock the crap out of these backs, and you're going to have to mount up, and I'm not so sure you're not going to want to put the offensive line on him more than you're going to want to put it back. And I love our backs, believe me, that's not what it's about. But he's heavy, he's explosive, plays the run, he's good in coverage, he can play some man-to-man, and then you see the closing speed there. Really good athlete.
So heading back home to take on these Titans. Questions at QB, very talented defense, and a 1-5 record.
Yeah.
How do you make sure your team doesn't overlook that one win Titans do have?
I know, you talk about it. You know, you honestly, you can't avoid the elephant in the room. You got to say what it is. And the facts are this, guys, they're 1-5, but this is not a 1-5 team. They just hadn't quite found a way. They get off to fast starts and they're not able to finish yet. So if we don't come in and do what we need to do and we let off the gas just a little bit, this team will make you look silly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
In 1957, Detroit won its 3rd NFL championship in 6 years. Team captain and Hall of Fame linebacker Joe Schmidt appeared in every game and secured 2 postseason interceptions. The late Schmidt relives that championship game.
afternoon, football fans. This is Bill McColgan speaking to you from Riggs Stadium in Detroit, Michigan, where this afternoon the Browns and the Lions battle it out for the world supremacy of professional football.
Well, you know, back then we'd have a team meeting every week, just a team, and individual ball players would stand up and give their idea about what we should do and how we should do it. And I think it was mainly promoted by Bobby Lane to simulate a type of team being and making sure that everybody considered and knew what we were doing. But it was something that I look forward to every week.
It's a good day for football. The sun is shining here in Detroit. The temperature is 32 degrees and the wind 18 miles an hour from the west-southwest. The Cleveland Browns, they'll receive the opening kickoff. They'll defend the north goal.
O'Connell under center. The snap, pitch going to the left side and swinging outside of end and belted out of bounds at the 43-yard line is Jimmy Brown.
You know, Jim Brown was a great football player, and our thing was to stop him. If we stop him gaining all the yardage, we would win the ball game, and we keyed on him more or less. We got everybody on the same page. They knew what we were supposed to do and how much we had to put the effort in to accomplish that.
First sneaks into the end zone for the touchdown. The Detroit Lions 10, the Cleveland Browns nothing.
Jim Martin trying another field goal. It's a fake. Road is running with the ball. He throws the pass, and it's going to be for a touchdown. Over there to cover him. O'Connell throwing over this way. It is intercepted by Terry Barr, and it's going to be a touchdown.
I played most of my time in Detroit Lions with 4 defensive linemen that were very good, all right? They would have everybody under control, and the ball carrier would be running by himself, and I'd be able to make the tackle. So I have to give a lot of credit to those guys.
The Browns have their work cut out for them if they hope to get back in this football game, and the rush will be on this time. Plum back to pass. He gets protection. He throws. It is intercepted. Joe Schmidt, the Lion captain, has it down at the 19-yard line.
Rote throws deep. Doran's there. He has it at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He's going all the way. 78 yards.
That was the baseball stadium, and we were close to the fans, and you know, on occasion we would win, and the fans would come on the field and pick somebody up or do something. So the reason I got carried off the field, I think, is I had the game ball, and they were coming after the ball, not me. So that was a great time in my life, and cherish that time. I sit and think about all those guys on the team and how we played, and it was a fun game, and we won the big championship. It was you know, a great experience for me, and I cherish it, and I thank the dear Lord that I had the opportunity to do it.
Wishing for something special? Maybe it's VIP seats, the meal of a lifetime, or an unforgettable journey. Whatever it is, Community Financial Credit Union can make it a reality. Share your impossible dream at impossibledreams.org by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Welcome back to Inside the Pride. Let's get right into this week's Rogers Rewind. We're going back to last Sunday at Minnesota because kicker Jake Bates was breaking Vikings' hearts with his 44-yard game-winning field goal. After the game, we came to learn that Bates, 18 months ago, was selling bricks in Houston. Now he is living out his dream, and we love watching him do it. Linebackers coach Kelvin Shepard was on the show last week, and this week his linebacker unit at Minnesota showed out, especially with that Trevor Nowaski game-ending sack on Sam Darnold to help seal the win. Lastly, I'm here to make sure that everyone is talking about safety Brian Branch. He secured his 4th INT against Minnesota last Sunday. That ties his teammate Kirby Joseph on the season so far. And Branch is the only safety in the NFL right now to post multiple games of a PFF grade of 90+. He is making a case for Defensive Player of the Year, and I think we should keep talking about it. Detroit returns home to Ford Field to take on the 1-5 Tennessee Titans. Kickoff is slated for 1 p.m. on Fox. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you right back here next week.